their parents and then processed by workers who don't seem quite know how to do it. Ginger, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It's hard to hear.
Yes, it is.
So how did you get the audio?
So we got a call from longtime sources of mine on the border about the fact that a civil rights attorney had a tape. And I called the attorney, talked to her about the tape. She described what was on it and told me how she had gotten the tape and that she wanted to share it, the lawyer did, because she felt that these were the voices that were sort of missing in this debate.
Absolutely.
Literally. The children.
Yeah, we haven't heard from any of them.
The people who have the most at stake in this debate. And so she shared it with me, and then we talked about the best ways to use the tape, and we decided to use the whole thing.
Is it illegal to have a recording from inside one of these facilities? I'm struck by the fact that there's so much attention to what's going on there, and the thing that has been missing is anybody being able to talk to these kids, any moving images of what's going on there, any footage from inside that's not taken by the authorities.
Well, it's unclear to me that authorities in these centers can't have telephones, or people who work in these centers with these children, right? But I think that what we have seen is that the administration, when it offers to take the public into these places, those situations are very scripted, very controlled. So reporters have only been allowed in without cameras in most cases, or very limited cameras. They've not been able to talk to people who are detained in these facilities. So for the public, access to these facilities has been very controlled.
We were able to focus on one kid in particular, a 6-year-old Salvadoran girl. You were able to track down her family members, in part because it's a heartbreaking thing that she's 6 years old, she's got this number memorized, and that's essentially her lifeline to the outside world. Are you able to tell us anything about her status?
So she apparently has been moved out of the Border Patrol facility where this recording was made, and is now in a shelter that is run by Health and Human Services, where she says that she has a bed, she's got good food, but she still feels very alone, and authorities... She's six. And authorities there have said to her that there's a chance her mother could be deported without her. So she's still quite traumatized.
That is, part of learning that there are parents who are being deported without their kids.
That's right.
That's the U.S. government taking kids from their parents,
right,
keeping them,
that's right,
and forcibly sending the parent away.
That's right.
And there does not, as far as we know, reporting from the New Yorker today suggests there is no, it's not that things are falling through the cracks or there's a patchwork system here that's not always working. It seems like there is no process for reuniting parents and kids once they're separated. Is that true?
Well, from what I've heard from advocates and lawyers, this is not unusual. That a parent's case will move through the system very quickly. They will be deported, and their children are here. And then bureaucratically, the system has to figure out how to put those two people back together.
Because they're handled by different agencies. They're certainly, obviously, in different geographic locations.
And I've heard of separations that go on for months and months.
Ginger Thompson, senior reporter with ProPublica. Congratulations on this scoop. This is serious stuff. Thank you. It's really good to have you here.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.